Hey everyone, and welcome to another Rope for a Cue video. This time it's something different. The first episode in what I hope is going to be a brand new series of this specific sort of practice routine that I've sort of gamified, if you like, trying to change it into a sort of challenge. That the idea being that I'll try and beat my a high score every time until hopefully I get maximum score. And I'm going to call this challenge the Long Reds Challenge, and hopefully the reason behind that will become fairly obvious once you finish watching me set the table up, and you can actually see what this challenge is going to be all about. So for now, let's just watch me finish racking this table up. Before we get started, please like the video if you do, and subscribe to the channel for more Rope for a Cue content. So, starting with this blank table then, as you can see from the footage that you've just seen and this little diagram, I set up 10 reds in a line, basically in a row across the table, halfway between the blue spot and the balk line. And basically, there is 5 on the left-hand side of the table and 5 of them on the right-hand side of the table. And I've placed them in such a way that I'm avoiding the edge of the table. So if you imagine dividing the table in half down the spots and then each half again, essentially I'm keeping the balls in the middle of the table and avoiding the sort of extreme edges of the table. So the hashed area on the diagram, the squiggled area on the diagram, if you like. And for each shot, I'm going to put the white ball, the cue ball, on the balk line, and I'm going to line it up by eye such that it's a straight pot into the corner pocket, as you can see by the diagram above. And then I'll basically have 10 shots to pot all 10 balls, with 5 going into the left corner pocket and 5 going into, going towards the right corner pocket. And, you know, the idea being I want to get 10 out of 10. But that is extremely, extremely difficult. I think even a pro player would struggle to get 10 out of 10 often. I think they'd do it regularly, but not every time. So, you know, 10 out of 10 is a big stretch goal, if you like. But I'm going to try and beat my high score each time. So for the start of each video, I'm going to tell you what my current high score is. So let's assume for now that I've never done it before, and this is currently 0. Okay, so let's see how I get on. Now I'm going to put a graphic on the screen in a minute that will show you my essentially my score. It's kind of like inspired by the graphics you get at like shooting in the Olympics. So the 10 white circles represent shots that I haven't taken yet, and the colours will change based on the results of the shot. So let's take a look at this first shot and see what colour the first circle turns. Okay, I'm just lining myself up a bit, stood back up again just to get the line of the shot because I didn't quite get it. I even put my cue down, try and get myself lined up on the shot and try and remember everything that I've been taught about keeping still and keeping straight, try and deliver the cue straight. And there you go. So yeah, so the white circle will go red if I'm successful, and we carry on from there. And I go around and put the cue ball back up. It takes me quite a long time to line the thing up, so I've cut that bit out. And we're on to the next shot. And remember to chalk my cue. Not that I'm putting any spin on these shots, so chalking is not that vital, but I still don't want to miss cue if I can avoid it. And yeah, I see myself spend a bit of time lining myself up again and get down on the shot. Hitting them quite slow to give them every chance of going in, but as you can see, that one isn't quite online and just misses to the right of the pocket, which is a shame. So you can see the circle has now gone black to indicate a missed shot. And get used to seeing that black circle is all I'm going to say. So let's see if I can do the next one. Yet again, missed it to the right of the pocket, even further this time, which was disappointing. I normally miss them to the right of the pocket. I think it's possibly to do with the way I'm quite unusual in that I'm right-handed, but I'm left-eye dominant, which makes actually lining up the shots a little bit harder for me. Not that I'm making excuses, but that's what I've been told. And maybe I should consider not putting my chin central on the cue, but it's difficult to get used to any other way, to be honest, now, so just have to get used to it. You can see again I've missed it to the right. Not by much, but just enough. Like, it probably would be okay for a shorter pot, but these long pots... I have to say, these are about as easy as long pots get. Obviously they get harder as the object ball gets closer to the cushion, but there's not that much distance between cue ball and object ball, so they're relatively easy. So you've got a little bit of room for error with hitting the cue ball. So it's not like the reds at the other end of the table, or the red and the cue ball are opposite ends of the table, which is obviously the hardest type of long pot. You see me getting back up again, having problems with my trousers, my shorts. Lost a bit of weight recently, and none of my trousers fit me, so I have to keep pulling them back up. And yet again, missed it to the right by about the same amount, so it becomes a bit of a monkey on my back, this sort of missing them to the right. But that's the end of the shots to the left-hand side of the table, so let's see if I fare any better to the right-hand side of the table. You see me lining it up again. Yet more chalk. Let's see if I do any better. And yeah, again, missed it to the right, and by quite a long way that time. So yeah, this missing to the right is a bit of a problem I have, and something I need to work on. Something my coach is aware of, and he's told me to specifically do this exercise as part of my practice routine. To spend sort of 10-15 minutes on just this exercise, and if anything, to do these shots that are on the right of the table multiple times, because these are the ones I have more trouble with. I'm better at the ones on the left of the table. I say left and right from my point of view. So currently I'm standing on the left of the table, pointing right, if you see what I mean. And yet again, I miss it to the right. What about this time? And yet again, miss it to the right. Maybe not quite by quite as much that time, but still always to the right. Rather frustrating. I can't even hit the ball playing in the pocket like that. Probably shouldn't be doing that, but just too lazy to do anything else. I'm not exactly sprinting around the table here. I had the snooker club to myself at this point, so it's quite nice. So just 2 left now. See if I can get another point on the board to set myself a reasonable first score to beat for subsequent videos. Hit it really slowly this time, and I think I overcorrected that time, obviously, because I was aware that I was hitting it to the right, so I specifically aimed left, and obviously overcorrected somehow, and I also maybe didn't deliver the cue through as straight as it could be, because I'm starting to get a bit frustrated at this point. Maybe this last ball will be better as I compensate back again. Having overcorrected, I correct back again, and somewhere in the middle will be in the pocket. But obviously the closer it is to the the right cushion, the harder the pot is. So this is probably the most difficult pot that, for me on this particular challenge. And there you go, I miss it. So that's it, 1 out of 10. Not a particularly great result to start the video, but it's a benchmark. At least it was none. At least it wasn't none, rather. So, you know, next time I'll hopefully try and beat... I actually recorded a second angle for this, or I thought I was recording a second angle, but you can see probably, as well as the disappointment in my face for not getting more than one, also I realised that my phone wasn't recording. So that was frustrating. But it is still a high score, with my nice high score animation here. And my new high score comes to 1. So next time I'll try and beat 1.